Managing Stress by the National Learning Network. Stress is a natural reaction. It is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. When you sense danger, whether it's real or imagined, the body's defenses kick into high gear in a rapid, automatic process known as the fight or flight reaction, or the stress response. Stress is a good thing. It is the body's way of protecting you. When working properly, it helps you stay focused, energetic, and alert. In emergency situations, stress can help save your life. It also helps you achieve your goals. It's what drives you to study for an exam or complete that assignment when you'd rather be watching TV. However, prolonged stress can cause significant damage to your health, mood, productivity, relationships, and your quality of life. The most dangerous thing about stress is how easily it creeps up on you. Over time, it starts to feel familiar, even normal, and you don't notice how much stress is affecting you. It is important to be aware of the things in our lives that can cause stress and try to balance these with positive coping strategies. One way to help us understand stress is to look at the analogy of a stress bucket. Imagine you have a bucket that represents your capacity to cope with the ups and downs and stressors in your life. We all have a different sized bucket that's determined by a range of factors like your genetics, your personality, and previous life experiences. This bucket fills up with all the stresses of the day, including financial pressures, worries at work, or family and relationship issues. If the bucket starts to fill or overflow, we can start to feel anxious, stressed, and overwhelmed. Unhelpful coping mechanisms such as drinking too much or avoiding people or places blocks the stress from escaping and further fills the bucket, leaving us feeling more stressed and overwhelmed. The key to effectively managing stress is to engage with things that will help to empty the bucket and thus avoid it from overflowing. These can include practicing mindfulness, having good time management, or talking to friends and family. These stress-relieving activities are the holes in the bucket through which the accumulated stress is discarded. It is of the utmost importance that the stress input does not exceed the stress output. There are multiple factors that contribute to stress. These include interpersonal stress, environmental stress, intrapersonal stress, and recycle stress. Interpersonal stress may include difficult relationships with friends or family. Environmental stress may include inconvenient living situations, for example, long commutes to and from college. Recycle stress may include unhelpful coping mechanisms, such as drinking too much, staying up too late, avoiding difficulties. Interpersonal stress may include worries about doing well or a lack of confidence in your ability. Take a minute now to think about the stressors and demands that you have in your life. This could include going to lectures, completing assignments, working part-time, looking after children or other family members, and so on. Remember, stress is individual, and something others may not believe is stressful may feel stressful to you, and vice versa. Stress in some form is inevitable, so it's important we build coping mechanisms so that we are equipped to manage stress and empty our bucket. Take a minute to think of the things that you do to make you feel better when you're stressed. A wellness toolbox is a way to record all the things you can do to help you feel better when you feel overwhelmed. When you're stressed, it can be difficult to identify things that will help, so it's important to have a list of things you can do in times of stress. Your wellness toolbox can include things that you've done in the past, things that you've heard of and thought you might like to try, or things that have been recommended to you. We need to build resources to help keep us well and help us feel better during times of stress. Here is an example of a wellness toolbox. These are the things that I do to make me feel better and to prevent my stress bucket from overflowing. These are personal to me, so yours might look very different. Here is a list of other examples you might consider including in your own wellness toolbox. You might find it helpful to talk to friends and family, practice deep breathing, exercise, eat well, or maybe taking some time off. Other examples might include repeating positive affirmations, doing something that makes you laugh, or listening to music. Why not try taking a few minutes now to start to build your wellness toolkit? Try to practice these activities each day. Hang it up in a safe space that you can go to when feeling stressed. Remember, stress is inevitable and individual. The more coping strategies we have in our wellness toolbox, the better we'll be able to cope with stress and avoid our bucket from overflowing.